Man, I was just thinking about even your last fight against Bisping when he, quote unquote, won, and you took the loss. Even that, I'm like, man, he could have went out as the champion, and I thought you won the fight, to be honest. But I was like, man, he could have went out as champion, would have made it even more of a legendary career if that's even somehow possible.
Yeah, no, I think it. I felt like I did enough to win, and a couple of the rounds were. Uh, it's definitely it would have went my way the way they're judging things now.
Man, I thought you. I mean, once you knock the guy down a few times, I mean, you got to give him the win. I don't like the 10-point must or whatever. It just felt like Bisping had to win because you were retiring. It just didn't really feel like a legit win to me. Anyway, I was like, wow, Hendo won that, and I was just surprised to see that it went that way.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked at the decision.
Losses, does it like stick with you, or you kind of get over it quick?
You know, I mean, I, I guess I get over it fairly fast, but I'm also, you know, picking myself apart, knowing, making sure I knew what I did wrong and how to improve. But losses suck no matter what. So, you just can't dwell on them and you got to, again, set new goals and work towards them.
Would have been awesome to go out as champion, retiring as champion because you knew it was your last fight, right? You thought you knew
Yeah.
that you were done.
Win or lose, I would have been done. A lot of people think, oh, if I would have won, then I would have kept on going. No way. I was ready to go out, and that would have been a perfect way to leave.
Would have been the perfect way. Should have been if obviously the judges had something different to say. To me, definitely won. But that first fight against Bisping, UFC 100, is that the most talked about Hendo knockout of your career?
Well, probably. I mean, it's the one I hear about almost every day. If I'm out in public, I will hear somebody come up to me and say thank you for doing it. So, yeah, I hear that all the time.
It's funny, like when you watch that fight. Even I remember watching it back in what is it, 2009 when it originally happened, and Rogan saying, "Oh, don't circle to your left, don't circle to your left." And he keeps circling to his left. He's like, "No, he's going right to it," and then boom, you knocked him out. It was like he called it almost. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, no, that's a dangerous thing to do when you're fighting a guy that hits hard. Just kind of walking towards his power.
Was that your game plan? Go for the low kick, and then you'd get him with the overhand right?
No, my game plan was just obviously to just not get a little not overly aggressive to where he might take me down, but I guess that he wouldn't want to stand with me after he felt the power and he did try to take me down once or twice, which I think the crowd laughed at him once. The first time he tried, it was not the best attempt.
When you look at it, man, like that to me, one of the most memorable KOs ever in the history of MMA. But even you have him clean knocked out, but that like Michael Jordan esque air hammer fist punch is just legendary as well.
Yeah, no, that yeah, it's definitely fun and yeah, it was I wasn't doing that just because it was him. I would have done that to anybody. I, I did it almost a very similar thing to Vanderlei previous to that fight when I knocked him down and then went to finish him up. Yeah, I didn't quite get airborne for Vanderlei though, but for him I did.